It's 4:30 on WKYT this morning. A man's house exploded while he was still inside. Coming up, you'll hear how his neighbors were able to rescue him.
A new round of test results show Fayette County schools improving.
And a family got quite a wake-up overnight when a car crashed right into their apartment.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning, and it's so nice to have you with us on WKYT. Welcome to October. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. And let's see how the October is getting off to
exactly.
a somewhat chilly start, it seems to be out there, Micah.
Yeah, absolutely. The temperatures are crashing, and the rain chances continue to go up. They're still around. You can see some of those showers still left over across the state of Kentucky, and that goes for all locations. You'll at least have a shot today at a passing shower. And we're looking for those temperatures. Look at these, already in the 50s. We'll drop to the low to mid 50s once it's all said and done. Far southern zones, we just have a few more clouds, and that boundary just hasn't pushed all the way through, so we're still sitting in the 60s. But right around 60 degrees later on this afternoon. Temperatures aren't warming, they're cooling, and we get even cooler than that towards your weekend. And also that rain. I'll get into that in just about 10 minutes.
Like we said, welcome to October. All right, thank you. New this morning, some folks in Lexington are without a place to stay after a car crashed into their apartment.
This happened at the Fayette Crossings Apartments on East Reynolds Road around 10:30 last night. Firefighters tell us a family was just about to go to sleep when a car slammed into the bathroom of their apartment. They say no one was injured, but there was quite a bit of damage. Firefighters tell us they do not think that alcohol played a role in the crash. They think a tire on the car blew out, causing the driver to swerve and hit that apartment.
This morning, Lexington police are still looking for those responsible for a shooting that sent a man to the hospital. It happened just after 3:30 yesterday outside Griffith's Market on East 6th Street. Police say the victim got into an argument with a group of people. One person in that group shot him twice. Police say the victim then drove to a relative's home on nearby Chestnut Street for help, hitting a couple of vehicles along the way. His condition is not known to us right now, but police say he was talking with paramedics while being transported. Police say the vehicle the shooter was driving had been reported stolen.
A man charged in connection to a deadly crash in Scott County is back in Kentucky this morning. Police arrested Muhammad Abdullah last month in Baltimore. He was brought back to Kentucky last night and booked into the Scott County Detention Center. A Scott County grand jury indicted him for the manslaughter and assault. Police say he was driving recklessly in May when his car hit a pickup on Interstate 64. The crash killed 13-year-old Emily Sams of Bourbon County and seriously injured her parents.
Investigators say they made a disturbing discovery inside a Pulaski County home when they found a man's body stuffed inside a freezer. The Pulaski County Sheriff's Office says 68-year-old Gary Jink's daughter reported him missing Tuesday. When police served a search warrant on Jink's home on Happy Ridge Road, they say they found a body inside a freezer. Investigators have not officially identified the body at this point, but police charged Jink's girlfriend, Teresa Owens, with evidence tampering and abuse of a corpse. They believe the man died nearly a month ago. Police say Owens poured lye and fertilizer over the body in order to reduce the odor.
A grand jury has indicted a Knox County man after police say he abused his 9-month-old stepson. 29-year-old Daryl Blevins has been charged with criminal abuse and assault of the child's mother, who's married to Blevins. And she says that the child suffered cuts and bruises on his head but has since recovered physically. She says the boy is still affected emotionally.
He has really bad nightmares to where he will wake up in the middle of the night screaming, and it takes everything in me just to get him to calm down.
The child's mom says Daryl Blevins had never hurt any of her children before, and she can't understand why it happened this time. Blevins has since bonded out of jail and did not want to talk to us about the allegations against him.
New this morning, a shooting at a western Kentucky plant has left a person dead and another injured. That happened yesterday afternoon outside a ConAgra Foods plant in Princeton, that's in Caldwell County. Police say 37-year-old Nellie Nichols went to the plant to confront her mother and began firing shots. They say a man standing nearby suffered a non-life-threatening hand injury. Police say Nichols then shot and killed herself.
Police say a house in Jackson County exploded with a man inside.
It happened yesterday morning along Morrill Kirby Knob Road. Investigators are still trying to figure out what caused the blast. WKYT's Garrett Weimer tells us how the man's neighbors saved his life.
The flames still flickered and the smoke still spread as rain fell hours after the explosion.
Parts of his house laying there.
Richard Watkins heard the explosion and saw the fire from his front porch.
You know, I really didn't take a whole lot of time to think. You know, all I was concerned with is getting him out of the house.
Watkins says he could feel the heat from the flames when he went in the house.
All the windows and the doors had been blown out of the house. He was at the top of the stairs, kind of staggering around upstairs in the house, and managed to get him out.
Watkins says they were in the house only for a minute or 90 seconds. Another neighbor who came to help said even then the house was leaning, ready to collapse.
And you could feel the whole floor moving on your feet like an elevator would fall. It was weird, and the heat from that thing was pretty unreal.
Watkins remained humble as I asked him to share his story of coming to save his neighbor. He maintains that what he did is what anyone else would have done in his position. A lot of people would call you a hero.
I wouldn't call it. Like I said, I don't think I did anything more than what he would have done for me.
Still, he's credited with saving that man's life from a fire that destroyed nearly everything else. In Jackson County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Now, at last check, the injured man was listed in fair condition at UK Hospital.
Well, the Whitley County Clerk says she is not issuing marriage licenses to same-sex couples. Kay Schwartz didn't want to talk on camera about her decision, but she says she has never stopped issuing licenses to heterosexual couples. Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis and Casey County Clerk Casey Davis did stop issuing licenses to all couples after the U.S. Supreme Court legalized same-sex marriage nationwide. So far, Kim Davis is only one of the three who has faced a lawsuit. In a statement, the ACLU said that Schwartz is blatantly violating the law and that the organization is closely monitoring the situation.
The newly released WKYT Herald Leader Bluegrass poll looks at the race for governor. Of the voters surveyed for the poll, Democrat Jack Conway leads the way with 42%, followed by Republican Matt Bevin at 37%, and Independent Drew Curtis at 7%. All three candidates are down 1 percentage point from our July poll. 15% are still undecided. Tonight at 6, the Bluegrass poll asks voters if Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis should be required to issue marriage licenses, and is that issue a factor in the governor's race? You can see all the results from the latest Bluegrass poll at WKYT.com.
Well, after being listed as needs improvement last year, the Fayette County Public Schools now deemed proficient by the state after the latest test scores were released. Fayette County's overall score was 68.1, which is 2 points higher than last year. Results show that more than 70% of local schools increased their scores. Henry Clay and Lafayette were two schools named distinguished. Bryan Station is now off the priority list, but had the lowest high school scores in the state. And after being the lowest performing in 2014, William Wells Brown Elementary actually showed the largest improvement, increasing scores by 19 points. Well, hundreds of UK fans have turned the outside of Memorial Coliseum into a so-called tent city. Of course, they're waiting for Big Blue Madness tickets to be handed out on Friday night.
They are there in the drizzle of this morning. All the camping spots have been filled, and UK leaders say the tent city is now at capacity. Although weather has been poor this week, it has not dampened the dedication of Kentucky basketball fans. WKYT's Monique Blair has more.
C-A-T-S, Cats, Cats, Cats! The Cats cheer, a typical sound you may hear during a UK sporting event. But what may not be so typical is hearing the connection some of these fans have to the game, to the players, and to their fellow fans.
I had the heart attack at the ball game at Rupp Arena.
76-year-old Ramona Adkins had a serious scare while at a UK basketball game. But she says once she got to UK hospital, she only had the Cats on her mind.
While they had me out in the hall, they were so busy at the hospital. This guy came out and I said, "What's the score?" And he went in and he came back out. He told me the score.
Adkins, who is also often called Granny Wildcat, tells me to her delight the Cats won that game. And then I met Charlie Hounshell. He has 2 tattoos on his arm. that hold a deeper meaning than just what you see.
It's just my tribute to the team that helped save my life. I was in a very bad place in depression, and then I started watching sports, and UK was what I got into.
And it wasn't just the players and the game of basketball, it was the fans who helped Hounshell too.
We're loyal. We are loyal to what we do. We might be crazy to some people, but this is just tradition.
And tickets will be handed out at 10 Friday night. Big Blue Madness will be on Friday, October 16th at Rupp Arena. It won't be long now.
A lot of dedicated fans.
A lot of stories out there. WKYT this morning, just getting started on your Thursday. We're glad you're with us. It's 4:40 right now.
Well, many popular kids' foods are packed with extra sodium. We'll name the main culprits in today's Mom's Everyday Minute.
Again, we're looking at the rain today for tomorrow and then off towards your weekend, too. It's just going to be a soggy forecast in store. We'll get right into that coming up.